Earlier this year, we set out from the quiet Dartmoor village of Belstone, following old paths out onto the open moor. This walk takes us through layers of history, from the lonely ruins of Watchet House to the ancient 9-stone circle standing silent on the hillside. Further on along the river, we search for something far less obvious, the remains of Bellstone Waterworks, an underground bunker hidden beneath the landscape. This is a walk through forgotten places where Dartmoor slowly reclaims what was once built here. Let's even got the old red telephone box outside it. Belstone is one of Dartmoor's classic edge-of-the-moor villages, with roots going back to at least the Saxon period. The village sits beneath Bellstone Tor, once the site of a Norman castle or fortification, giving the settlement strategic importance. Much of the village we see today was developed in the 18th and 19th centuries, when Dartmoor farming and industry were at their height. So we start today's explore from the far end of the village of Belstone, where the quiet village roads turn into the moody, misty landscape that is Dartmoor. Okay, so today's first stop is going to be Watchet Hill Cottage, or the Black House as it's otherwise known as. It was likely constructed as a working home in the 18th or 19th century for labourers to do with farming and stock grazing. The name Black House doesn't refer to anything sinister though. It comes from probably the local stone, which was dark, the weathered appearance of the walls, or possibly peat smoke staining from years of fires inside. Apparently the house was still in use as late as the 1960s. And there we have it, Watchet House. Just going to see if we can have a peek through the window. And of course this would have been the original entrance going in, although covered in nettles now. Can see through there. I think the remains of like a little fireplace. I'm going to try and get in from the other side and see. There we go. So there's part of what would have been a fireplace on this side. Can we see in there? A little, that's like clay, terracotta, so an area for warming, keeping food warm. Let's see if I can just get over this bit without falling over. Oh yeah, granite. A lot of the sand and the mortar. But they would have used lime mortar. It's the parts of an old cooker on the top here, on this side of the chimney. And I think that below would have been the very top of that hearth where it's all collapsed in. There's even a bathtub on this side. think that I can see another chimney. That's definitely a chimney stack there, and I can see a hearth, something small over that side, so we'll go over there and have a look. Absolutely incredible views. Can you imagine just living here and then looking out of this window? Let's see if I can set the scene. Look at that. You've got the valley there and a river running all the way down through it. Absolutely nothing else around. Beautiful. Right, so it's rather sketchy on this little bit, but I just want to get over here and show you guys what I could see. There's some old bits of cast iron from the fireplace, no doubt. And actually, there it is. It's tiny, but that's all you need in something that's this size. So that would have been one room, and over this side I can see the remains of another one, sorry. So there you go, so that hole there, that's the old fireplace. There's the bit of the cast iron there, and there's another piece down there on the floor. So I've just turned that over so you can have another look. I think that's cool. Okay, I'll try and fight my way out of here now. So there you go, that's Watchet House, aka the Black House. Right, so there we are, coming out the way that they would have actually come in. Up this, which used to be a set of steps. So you see where this old wall's fallen down and the banks here, look. Old bit of bottle there, and you've got, in amongst all the sheep shite, there's some old pottery, and another bit of glass.
Yeah, there's more up there as well.
Yeah, so
it's that one bit there, look. It's like a bit of a glass bottle, I think, or something.
Yeah. So this would have been their dump, because obviously
look, yeah, there's glass in here as well, look.
Yeah, so in the old days they didn't have rubbish dumps or anything like that, so they used to find a place, dig a hole and just dump it all by there.
Big bit in there, I can't really...
Chances are that you'd find full bottles and full plates and bits and pieces, and it looks like someone else has been doing the same here.
What's that?
Is that stone or?
No,
it's hard to tell.
It's got like lines going through it.
There's more here. So there you go, there's part of an old, that would have been part of an old preserves jar from many years ago. I mean, there's bits of metal here as well, like banding straps from maybe old wooden pots, buckets, that kind of thing. But
crazy, isn't it?
It is interesting. Oh. And there we go, there's the top of the bottle. It's a shame, it'd be lovely to find it like a whole piece here.
Yeah,
something that
sort of digging, yeah.
something that would show you a bit of the history from back in the day.
Carry on doing.
So we're going to leave behind the black house, Watchet Hill Cottage, and we're going to head over the hill now and see if we can pass by the 9 Stones stone circle. Local folklore says the stones were once 9 maidens, turned to stone as punishment for dancing on the Sabbath. So it's called 9 Stone Circle, but there's clearly more than 9 stones there.
Yeah.
Okay, on we go. Isn't it wet and miserable? So we're leaving the stone circle behind now and heading back across the moor. It's one of those stretches where nothing really jumps out at first, it just slowly opens up around you. The ground changes as you go, little dips and rises, and you start dropping down towards the river without really noticing it. You can't see it yet, but you know it's there. This is the kind of Dartmoor walking I really enjoy. No clear destination in sight, just moving through the landscape and letting it lead you. Up we go. I think I'll follow you. Somewhere ahead of us, tucked into the banks, is what's left of Bellstone Waterworks. It's one of those places you could walk past a dozen times and never even realise it's there. That's the thing with Dartmoor, a lot of its history stays hidden unless you slow right down. Nice place to live. Right on the edge of the woods. It's not often you see purple sheep. Hello. Good morning. Oh, we'll go and take a look. So I think this must be something to do with the waterboard. Because we're right next to a river, so let's go and have a look at the river. Do a little drop down here. Hey, there we go. Oh, look at that. How nice is that? What a treat. So it does look like this may have been like a little dam area at some point. Maybe you would have had some sort of like removable dam. Control the water going down. That's nice. Yeah, we'll take shelter here for a minute. Oh, there we go. Oh, I just made it. That does look nice. go.
That's it.
That looks very inviting.
Yeah.
Look how clear it is. God, you could swim in that, couldn't you? So we're heading off now to our next stop, the old Bellstone Waterworks, built in the late 1950s to treat water drawn from the moor and used right up until the late 1990s. It's not immediately obvious because most of it was built underground and tucked into the banks, but it was an important part of local water supply for decades. So that is the old Bellstone water treatment works. Oh, the gate's open. Be rude not to go and have a little look.
Not convenient.
So the waterworks were actually put up for auction in recent years for about £28,000 as a unique property opportunity before they changed hands again from South West Water. So I know this was recently up for sale, or has been for a number of years, and it is the old waterworks. So it's a bunker. I mean, the door is closed, it's a shame. Would have been nice to have a little look in there. Yeah, it's all natural light. I love it. I love these glass tiles. It actually goes back quite a way, so it's quite big underneath. In fact, it goes back a very long way. I can see the gate at the other end. Okay, and here we are, coming out of the other end. Right, I've got a little idea, so we can't go in, but I do have the camera on the end of the selfie stick. So I'm just going to lower that down and see if I can show you inside. So at the moment I don't know what you're seeing, but hopefully this looks okay. I'm going to slowly turn around. As long as I don't drop the camera, I shall be okay. Okay, let's come back out then. Okay, here we go again. So we're going to go down into another bit. Let's see what we can see. If anything at all. Slowly turn you around. There we go, people. Right, I'm getting drenched now, so we're going to start walking back to the car. And now it just sits here, blending back into the moor, a quiet relic of mid-20th century life. Nice little discovery at the end of the walk there. It says it's a Field Marshal tractor. How cool is that? How old is that? Very nice. Diesel Field Marshal. I wonder if there's any plates on it that give a date or anything like that. No. Driving instructions, that's all I can see. But yeah, that's been there just a few years. So we've got another one. Look at that.
Ferguson.
Okay, Ferguson, yeah, you're right. I love that. I like the old seats on those. Look at those. Absolutely zero comfort. A spring underneath. So we hope you've enjoyed the hidden histories around Belstone. Thanks for coming along. If you've enjoyed the walk, please consider subscribing, and we'll see you on the next explore.